I'm telling you, you're doing a good job this evening. Go turn it back to you now with this little statement. I hope everybody out there in Radio Land feels really good. Back to you, John, from W4. I did a little Pensacola.
Roy, are you coming to the Smoking Bull session Saturday?
The good Lord's will, me and Gail will be there, John.
The Pensacola Mafia hadn't gotten together in a long time. So very good. We're looking forward to it. Thank you, Roy. W4AX. For some reason, I don't have you on my roster. I don't know why, but I don't see it here. But anyway, W4AX, W4GCM.
Okay, John, W4GCM, W4X. I guess I got forgot again. The name is Mike Alpha Charlie Kilo, Ball Ground, Georgia. Good evening, everyone on the net. I'm on a Gates BC1T that I recently converted from 1,400 kilocycles to 3,885 kilocycles. And so if you'd like to read the detailed procedure of how I did that, it's up on the W4AMI.org website if you're interested in reading a little technical trivia there. Running 375 watts carrier. I'm doing that because I have a variac inside where I can turn down the plate voltage on the finals. Listing on a 75A4. This transmitter came from down in Florida, down you guys' way, over in Perry, Florida. WPRY in Perry, Florida is where this transmitter came from, classic rock. And I was just down your way this past weekend, got to see John, VZS, and Randall, and got to see Joe, JCP. And so it was real good to see them while I was down for a wedding for my youngest daughter. Just using sort of a standard audio lash up now. I've got an Automax and Volume Max hooked up, which I'll put in line before the net tomorrow morning and see how that works. I didn't want to try that on this net. And I look forward to seeing everyone at the Crestview Ham Fest. Sorry to go on so long, John. It takes so much running the net. W4GCM, W4AX, Ball Ground.
Okay, Mac, yeah. I'd like to get with you on the plate tank and coupling loops and all of that, because I've got a BC1H here that's going to be moved over to something. It's on broadcast band now. It is up and running, and it's sounding good on the receiver in here on the full load. So we're ready to, I guess, at some point move it up to 40 or 75. Thanks for being with us tonight. W9TAB Tom, and I think with Whoop Whoop, W4G, Mullet deciding that.
W9TAB, thanks for doing the net. Appreciate you. You sound really good down here in Pensacola. Excellent. Nice and strong. Good to hear everybody. So Whoop Whoop, he's getting kind of old. He coming here earlier and nipped around and then pushing it down, you know. He's getting up in the years. It's pretty bad. Not expected. Yard work like this. That's how it goes on. Did a little bit of rain. It's like there's nothing more rain. Other than that, everything's doing good. It's good to hear on the net. And looking forward to the weather. Anyway, that's all I got here, and give it back to the net for GTS. Thanks again, guys, and have a good evening.
Thanks very much for being with us tonight. Yeah, I saw another pop outside, so we'll hang in here until it gets booming in here, and then we'll have to shut down, I guess. Been pretty all day, a little bit overcast, and net time. Murphy doing something here, I think. Thanks, Tom, for checking in with us, and hope to come over to the smoking session Saturday morning. Looking forward to that. We'll be talking about turbo encabulators and also the newest version hyper turbo encabulator, so it'll be a real learning curve. W4CDJ, Dan, I hope you can W4GCM with the Gulf Coast Mullet Society Net.
W4CDJ, go ahead, Dan.
Well, thank you. W4AMI in the net. W4CDJ. Dan and Lee. Returning. Kind of rough up here tonight. hear you really well. Good country, KFOSSY, and words on W4. So others, but I'm a good night for the moment. I don't sit there for him. I apologize. This is the Gulf Coast Mullet Net. Anyway, we're here. I'm trying to play radio, but it's a tough night to live up there in southeastern Indiana with the traffic we got up in the Indian there northeast of us. But I heard my call sign, so I finally said hello. Apologize for calling the wrong net. This is W4CDJ with W4GCM. Good evening. What net is you calling?
Okay, thanks, Dan. Yeah, we really enjoy the curtain when it's up. Kind of quieten things down here on this end. We're not looking forward to when the curtain comes up. When the season comes, we'll be moving back an hour to keep the curtain down. W4WFL. Richard, you're up next. W4GCM.
Okay, this is W4WFL, and just wanted to check in with everybody. Looks like this moisture might be alright, so I might have to shortly here, but other than pretty good. Now looking forward to the Saturday get-together, so I hope to see everybody there Saturday, and so that's that. So safe 73, everybody. This is Richard, W4WFL.
Coming in good, Richard. Blowing that smoke tonight. Thank you for being with us. Looking forward to getting together Saturday. And I think AB4Q, I think he's going to go over to the John Milner Museum of Radio. And if you hadn't seen it, it's worth making a pre-trip over there. I think now John's got everything known to man, and he should go ahead and weigh you as you come in or when you go out, I guess. I guess that thing does it. But anyway, good to have you tonight, Richard. Go ahead, Kevin, WA4KM, W4GCM.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. From WA4KM, we're on the K-Wobbler, the big Kenwood 990. Rice box, only putting 8 watts into the Maritron Solid State 1306, coupled through a HF Auto Tuner Pal Star. The reason running that, the same right here, John, we've had some weather come through, and that was the easiest thing I could get up and get going. But running around 175 watts is all, but it looks like it's pin around 600 or so, about 647, which is not my usual deal. But there again, like I said, we juggling around other nets, and that may be where Alan went. With the Georgia Southern Side Dam was on tonight, and I know Lanny and a couple of them down there. But anyway, appreciate you doing the net there, John. We won't make it down. Unfortunately, it's a little far, and we got some other things going on still with the camper, doing some camping trips. Supposed to be going sometime next week and as well. So trying to get them in before it gets too cold this winter. Alrighty, that's about it. Oh, hello up there, Dan, W4CDJ. Good to hear you this evening. I was coughing you pretty good, Dan. No trouble. And hello, everybody out there. Everybody sounded good. Back to you, John. And W4GCM. I almost said W4AMI as well. This is WA4KM. Back to you, John.
Okay, very good. Sounding good down here. Well, we're moving to, let me check with Alan, see if he's back. Stand by, Billy. N4OZI, are you back with us? W4GCM.
So you can't do nothing?
Give me a call, Billy.
Hey, Alan, you there? N4OZI. Your turn if you're around. Yeah, I guess he run off, John.
All right, he run off. Very good. K4JCP. Joe, do you have another trivia question you'd like to present? I wish you and Art would come over Saturday. I want you to hear that speech on turbo encapsulator and the new K4JCP, W4GCM.
And W4GCM, K4JCP. Well, if I'm going to be, but we certainly hear all the good things about the super duper turbo encapsulator. All right, you realize that in the move, most of my magazines are packed. We're kind of scraping around on the bottom of the barrel here. But this is out of Radio News, November 1942. November 1942. What did the Philharmonic Radio Corporation of New York manufacture? The Philharmonic Radio Corporation of New York. What did old Philharmonic make? So if that ain't trivial enough for you, I don't know what is. W4GCM, K4JCP. Oh, this is the record we're on the HT40 SB220 combo and listed on the 178. So that's the rest of the story. W4GCM, K4JCP.
Okay, Joe, well, I sure wish you'd come over. Anybody take a crack at that trivia question?
Does it have anything to do with wartime? KW4 TV.
It did.
Are you taking check-ins, John?
If you'd like.
John, I can't do it. I don't know, but I just remembered the years.
All right, well, Joe, you may have stumped us again. We'll be back around to you. KF4TXQ. Sam, thanks for the mystic statement. Go ahead and pick it up.
All right, thank you, John, and everybody on the Mullet Net. This is KF4TXQ, Dadeville, Alabama, on beautiful Lake Martin. We got buttermilk skies down here, but it's just lovely. And it's sitting at about 74 degrees, and we're just enjoying the weather, and we're not having any streaks of lightning or any thunder brewing or anything, so I'm glad of that. And you know how it is. We just gotta live and go. And you know, it's great to be heard and not viewed. But anyway, that's a good thing. All right, this is KF4TXQ, and we're working on our rigs in here, and I'm fixing to take on the project, trying to interface one of these ICOM condenser mics into a DX60 input. And I think I can do it. I'm going to try it out and see. I tell you what, these ICOMs sound so good, and it's very simple to rig up that phantom BIOS circuit, you know, and so I'm gonna see how that works. But anyway, if it works good, y'all will hear me on it. If it doesn't work good, I'll cry. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Thanks a lot, John, for doing the net. Appreciate all you do for AM. Back to W4GCM, a.k.a. W4 Tango Papa in Bay Minette. This is KF4TXQ in Dade, Vegas. Over.
Okay, Sam, I'm hearing a little distortion in your audio. I wanted to pass that on to you. You may have your clicker on or something like that. Maybe speech processor.
Well,
it is. Maybe RF getting into something, but anyway, little bit of distortion going on tonight, but a copy okay, and you got a good signal, Sam. K4VZS at the Milner Radio Museum. Hello, John, W4GCM.
W4GCM, K4VZS. I think that is a compliment. Thank you. Appreciate it. Of course, for the last 20 years, it's been a way of life for me. So, and it's all right. But I've got all of them in one now. Slowing down now and making them all work. But like you said, anybody who wants to come by here and look at radios, they're welcome. Free advice and all that too. I've been having some medical problems here this week, and I'm sure stay Saturday for me, but we'll see how it works out. Other than that, I can't complain about much anything. Appreciate you taking the net tonight, John. W4 SCM. Oh, I'm on the production tonight. And 34 GCM K4 VZS.
Okay, John, yeah, it is a compliment. If you haven't been by John's house, K4 VZS, you need to get up with him and come see his museum. He has a really extensive collection of radio gear, and I always enjoy going over there to St. John's radio gear. It always gets better. Desk kilowatts down to the Ranger, man, he's got it all. And I guess Dave will be coming over to see you Saturday. He's going to be coming over, I think, from New Orleans, I believe is where they're staying, somewhere over there anyway. Thank you, John, for being with us. K5HFG, how you doing tonight? W4GCM.
W4GCM K5HFG. Good evening, John and the net. Man, what signals I'm seeing tonight on Tick Ridge. This is, I was just sitting here thinking I haven't seen signals this good since, I guess, February or March of the beginning of the year. And Kevin, you're 15 over. Nothing wrong with that rig you're running tonight. Sounds good. Not much going on. Another beautiful day. And finally having some pretty weather here on Tick Ridge. And I'm just proud to be here, like our brother over in Florida. I don't think I'm gonna make that little get together. It's about a 6 or 7 hour drive for me, and I don't think I'm gonna do that to turn around and come back. I hope you all have a real good time. Don't talk about me too bad. But if you're talking about me, at least you ain't talking about somebody else. 73, everybody. Hope to see you again this time next month. Or next week, I'm sorry. Back to you, John. K5HFG, back to net.
Okay, John, thank you very much for being with us. You've always been a regular with us, and you sound extremely good tonight. Boy, conditions are good. Let me kick it up to Billy. We'll come back down here, but I don't want to leave him out. Billy's one of our fine net controls, and we appreciate you doing all you do. Billy, KO4SSY, W4GCM.
All right, John, W4GCM. This is KO4SSY. Well, good evening to everybody. And I was hanging out the other night and talked to a younger cat around Nashville, I believe is where he was, north of Nashville. I think that's where he was at. I can't remember. All I do know is that he said that he was kin to somebody on the Gulf Coast Mullet Net. And he said he didn't know why that guy went by Roy because his name was Sherville. And he asked him why, and he said, asked him if he could pronounce that name. So he told me to ask you about that, Roy, so next time you get a chance to whatever, I believe he said he's kin to you. I think he may be your nephew or something, I'm not sure. But, anyways, good to hear everybody. Sounding good between the lightning crashes and the so forth and so on. Thank you, John, for everything you do. And the opportunity to help serve on the net. It is a privilege, and I appreciate it. So with that, back over to you, W4GCM. This is KO4SS Royal, the Johnson 500.
Sounding good, Billy. And thank you for relaying and all you do here. And we'll be getting with you here before too long. Let's see. Up next is Jimmy, K4KHB. You're coming in good tonight, Jimmy. Good to talk to you on the phone today.
K4KHB. Ring off of the hook. I want a little ring. It's good to talk to you too, and the pictures are fine. They real good up there. You did out of the way. And thanks for calling them up. Everybody coming in pretty good over there. Both coming in good down here in Virgil and John and John. Oh, everybody. Take the ridge and making cattle up here. Everything is S9 plus. Even the spotted. Probably won't be able to make the barbecue over there. Barbecue's always good, and anyway, we're going to try to make the questions answer. Oh, net, everything's on. It's all net. Well, K4, K8.
Okay, Jimmy, yeah, it was good to talk to you today. And you're always a very knowledgeable person. I think Jimmy has solved things that I had never heard of before, so he's very knowledgeable. Jimmy has, and he's been around a while, too. Thanks, Jimmy. KA4AMI, Eddie Brown, W4GCM. You're up next.
Okay, let's see. W4GCM, this is KA4AMI, Williamson, Georgia. Well, John, it's so good to hear you again. It's been a couple of months before I could hear you guys down there very well. Just the last couple of weeks started picking up. Tonight I got everybody from Manual, FUU, and the Tech Ridge, and VZS, JCP, and Dale and John. Everybody's coming in here, so the curtain is down for now anyway. But it sure is good to hear you again, John. It's been a while since I heard you so well, and your rig sounds really good what you're running. We're getting a little crackly sound up here. We've had a little weather move through. Up till just a few minutes ago it was raining, but no thunder and lightning. I'll bail myself when I hear that. We're just not much going on, just getting ready for fall. Took down the hummingbird nest today, if anybody's interested or does that. The feeder, I'm sorry, not the nest, the feeder. So we sent them down to the Gulf Coast for a week or so, and then they'll go on down to Central America, wherever it is they go, Key West or whatever. So it's, again, good to hear everybody, lots of good signals. And tonight we're on the DX60, listening on a HQ100 with a little help from the SB220. So, John, great, and it's good to hear all the Gulf Coast guys. And everybody else, too, but especially the Gulf Coast. And it's always a pleasure to be here on Thursday night for the Mullet Net. So, back to you, John. W4GCM, this is KA4AMI, Williamson, Georgia.
Okay, Eddie Brown, man, you sounding great. If you got any better, you'd be in the room with me here. Good audio and so forth. Good to work you tonight. Thank you for checking in on the net. Bob, how you doing up there? K4PKC, W4GCM with the Gulf Coast Mullet Society.
Well, W4GCM and the Gulf Coast Mullet Society Net. This is K4BKC. Well, good evening, John. Good evening to everyone on the net. I'm doing just fine. Everything's lovely in Columbia tonight. It's 76 degrees and clear blue skies, and it's been a great day. And enjoying all these good signals. As everybody said, propagation is coming back around, and really enjoying it. So I'm on the 20V2 and listening on the R390, and just having a good time. Back to you, John. Thank you for running the net, and appreciate you picking me up. W4GCM K4BKC 73.
All right, Bob, thank you for checking in with us, man. You've been with us a long time. You used to call the net. We really miss you as a net control, but I know you got other obligations and so forth. And thank you for all you do for the other nets and AM in general, Bob. Looking forward to working you up on 40 meters here one night. Let's see, KW4TV, Manuel, one of our net controls, and you do a good job, Manuel. Go ahead, W4GCM.
Hey, W4GCM, KW4TV. Let me turn this other radio off or down. It's been a real good day up on the tallest mountain in Florida. Beginning to feel like fall a little bit. The weather's been great, and we are enjoying it, and looking forward to going to Smokies and talking with everyone. I hope everybody that can will make it. VZS, John, I really hope you get to feeling better, my friend. And John, you was talking about VZS and his shack. I don't think I had any radios when I met him, and now mine's kind of looking like a junior VZS around here. I've got so many, so John got me hooked up. So there you go. If you go around his place, you'll come away with a radio. I promise you. And enjoy his friendship. And Jimmy. Hello, my friend, Mr. Jimmy. You forgot about me again in that name, Colin. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get by with it. And like I said, we are looking forward to tomorrow at Smokies and hope everybody can make it. And we won't hold it up any longer. Just thank you for doing it. You're doing a great job, and hope we have some more beautiful weather like we had today. So back over to you, and I hope Joe gets this question answered about the old-time radio program from World War II. Back to you, John. KW4TV.
Okay, Manuel, thank you for being in that control for us. You do a great job. Joe, you're up next again. Could you elaborate a little bit better on that? I think you may have stumped us. Joe, K4JCP. Call him, Manuel. He may be hearing you.
K4JCP, Joe's Coffee Party. It's your turn, sir. KW4TV. He may have had some lightning, John.
He may have stepped away. Good deal. Well, anyway, Joe always is good to give us some good questions and answers and all of that. So he'll be missed. I'm sure he'll check in from his new PDH when he gets up there, and we're looking forward to that. Dennis, KW4 Zulu. Good evening, W4GCM with the Gulf Coast Mullet Society. Give him a call, man. He might not be hearing me.
Okay, Richard. KW4 Zulu, it is your turn for the Mullet Net. He's not hearing anybody, but I am hearing the distant stations coming in here, John.
All right, well, we're about to close down anyway. N4 OZI. Alan, are you with us? W4GCM. I think he's already gone. All right, we'll pick up late stations before we close out here. Late stations Alpha.
Perfect walk with this thing.
Late stations in November. Late stations Kilo. And late stations Whiskey. I hear nothing, and that sounds like the plan of actions here. Let me remind everybody, we'll be meeting, if all goes well, Saturday morning, Saturday at noon, Central Time. The Gulf Coast Mullet Society Smoke and Grill Session will be held. It'll be held at Smokey's Barbecue over here in Pensacola. If you haven't eaten in there before, you're in for a real treat. The address is 6475 Pensacola Boulevard over in Pensacola. And we're going to have 84Q Dave down from Millington, Tennessee will be the guest speaker at the meeting. Once again, Saturday at 12 noon, Smokey's Barbecue, 6475 Pensacola. Everybody's welcome and look forward to seeing you there. And where did the closeout sheet go to? Well, hello. Doggone, I believe it has gotten up and walked off. Where is the closeout sheet? That's what happens when you don't check prior to doing the net. Anyway, I want to memorize the dead blame thing, so I'll do the best I can here. At this time, the Gulf Coast Mullet Society Net will conclude. I wish to thank everybody who has participated in the net tonight, and we really had a good time. Thank you for checking in with us. And I'm probably going to leave off some of the nets, but Monday night, W4, anyway, is one of the net patrols. We read the closing thing. I found it. Nope. Well, anyway, this is embarrassment. Must have took off the paper here. Anybody read the closing announcements before we head out here tonight? You got it, Manuel?
I'm a look.
Yeah, my paper must have got up and left here. This is the first time this has ever happened before. Oh well, when Murphy strikes, he strikes. If you could close us out here, I'd appreciate it.
AM Net. Starting at 5:30. I think they had moved that up. I think the actual net is at 7 and it's 6:30. Tuesday night, the W4 AM Radio Club slot net will be beginning at 5:30. And that's starting at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning, 4 a.m. Present the Warren Allen Memorial Net at 2 a.m. 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully join the college and then on the first Wednesday.
Anyway, you got a wave at the old thing. Just like
this is W4 AM Net.
you got how did you take that?
Great job, John and Richard. I diddle.
13 demerits. Sorry about that. I don't know where that paper went to. Anyway, good evening to everybody. Thanks everybody for checking in. We really enjoyed it tonight. And the paper has gotten up and walked away. Good night all. W4TP clear.